Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Today, I am back with another vintage finds video. I visited the antique mall and I found some really great things. I had taken a little bit of a break from making videos just to enjoy the holiday season and that type of thing. And it's funny, when I'm away from my craft room for probably longer than a week, I miss it so much and I want to get back into it. So I wanted to go and kind of visit the antique mall just to kind of get some inspiration and kind of figure out what I wanted to make for the upcoming year as far as journals are concerned, and maybe ephemera packs, and get some ideas that way and inspiration. And I got a ton of inspiration and found some great things. So I wanted to share that with you. I like watching these types of videos from other people because sometimes I don't always think about the things that I should be looking for, or some interesting things I could put in a journal. And it's helpful to see what other people get. So I hope this video is helpful for you in that way. So let me start with a couple of sewing patterns I found. I have a lot of sewing patterns to do sewing pattern journals, but these were kind of interesting and I had some ideas of exactly what I wanted to do with them. So I thought these would be good to pick up. This one is kind of a 60s inspired, just kind of fun ladies sewing pattern from Simplicity. And I really loved this caftan that this lady's wearing with her fun hoop earrings. And I was just getting inspired and thinking of some of the scrapbook papers I have that kind of have that groovy 60s look and stuff. So I'm thinking that that's kind of where I've been wanting to make a journal like that. And I thought this would be a fun cover to use for that. So I got this one. This one I liked just because it was in really good condition and it's cute. It's just a bunch of ladies with some fun pastel dresses on. So I like to make kind of lady themed journals with a lot of the vintage magazine pages I have and catalog pages. So I thought this would be cute for that. This one was really fun with the aprons, and I thought it'd be fun to make another take on my kitchen journals. So instead of using a cookbook recipe booklet, I would use this because it's got the cute aprons on it. So this will be fun to work with. And then this one, this is just a crochet booklet to show you how to make different types of doilies. But it was in such good condition and it was a nice size. I thought this would be really good for journal cover as well. And I really like the cover too. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it might be good for Valentine's Day. So I do have a Valentine's Day journal that's going to be going into the shop in the beginning of January. But now that I'm looking at this, I'm thinking this might be another option too. So I may just put one together to add to the shop as well. So I thought this would be good for that. Either that or just a fun, another kind of ladies type journal. This would look good with that too. So I may go either way with that. And then this one, I really liked this. I don't usually work with, I like to stick, for some reason, I like to stick with the decades, kind of like the 60s to the 80s. And this one looks like it's from, I don't even know if it has a year on it. Maybe this seems 1950s, possibly even late 40s. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh, this is, well, the person that was selling it wrote 50s pattern, so it must be 50s. But I thought this was so fun with the, it's very sophisticated looking, and it might be fun to make a journal that's kind of further back in the decades. And I do have some things that would go along with this as far as catalog pages and magazine pages are. I have that in my collection. So I'm thinking that might be good to include with this. So it'd be something different to work with. So I've got a lot of great ideas with these. I did find some Christmas stuff, although I have a lot of it, but I always like to, throughout the year, find new things to add to my Christmas collection. I keep my Christmas stuff separate from everything else just to keep it out of the way. But I always kind of gather new things as I go to estate sales and things like that. Because a lot of people try to get rid of that stuff during the year. And so I will pick it up. But I found these tally cards that I thought were cute. Just some holly leaves and berries. I found this holiday cookies recipe book, which has some great recipes in it and just some cute pages inside as well. But I really liked it for the cover. I thought this would be a great Christmas journal cover. It's hardcover, so it would be great to work with just to make a smaller hardcover journal, so something a little bit different. And I found one of these, which I did have a softcover journal like this this year at Christmas time, and these are hard to find, so this was in really good condition. So I'm going to save this for next year and make another journal out of this Christmas cookies recipe booklet. And then I always save the inside pages to add to more journals. And they just have some fun Christmas cookies, and the graphics inside are great. I also found some Christmas program books, and these are always nice to put into Christmas journals, like the song pages. But I also thought these would be nice for covers too, for a different type of a Christmas journal. So I'm thinking about that for next year. The covers are in pretty good condition and really pretty. So I'm thinking about that as well for next year. And then I found one of these golden magazines, which I love these. They have really great games and stories and things like that inside. A lot of them, they have it'll be for I think it's monthly. So yeah, this one is for December. So it's got Santa on the front of it. But a lot of the stuff inside isn't always dedicated towards the holidays. I mean, there is some stuff, but I kind of keep this around year round because there's other things that I could use it for. I'm actually even considering a winter journal too. So we'll see how far I get with that, but that's got some fun winter stuff in here too. So these are great. And this was in a really good condition as well. I found a couple of greeting cards. I have a lot of vintage greeting cards, but these were cute. I always think of the type of journal I would put them into. So this is like a nice floral for kind of a more kind of frilly journal I'd make. I thought this would be cute for the 60s style journal with the orange hat. And then this is fun too. It's just got kind of an 80s look to it. And I like this table. It's kind of like a wicker table with a fern. So it's got kind of that 80s feel. Then I found some really fun catalogs. I love, one of my favorite things to collect are any type of catalog from the 60s or 70s. So I have a ton of Tupperware catalogs. I also have some Stanley Hostess catalogs. I've included some of the pages in some of my journals. Those are from kind of the 50s and actually probably early 60s, that decade. Those are great. And then I've been finding a lot of Avon catalogs. I got a couple on eBay, and then I found these when I was just shopping. I like them because they have just really great graphics in them, and the stuff they advertise is just so fun. So I think it's fun for my kind of lady themed journals with the kind of florals and that kind of thing. So lots of perfume in here and makeup. So those are always fun to add. And then I got a couple other recipe booklets. This Knox gelatin one. Again, I was kind of thinking this might be, the cover is in wonderful condition. It's almost like brand new. So I might use this for maybe a mini journal or like a little travel journal. And then it's got some old-fashioned recipes inside. This one is from, let's see, the 30s. So it's got some, I like these pictures inside too. These are great. So it's a nice size, so I like that. I'm also considering, so I was getting all kinds of inspiration when I was walking through. I found this. This is a Gerber toddler recipe book. So it's just got some different recipes you could make for your baby. And I've collected a lot of kind of baby type things throughout my shopping for vintage items. And so I've always considered making it kind of a baby themed journal. So I'm thinking of doing that, maybe sort of a baby mother journal. So I'm considering that. And I thought the items and the recipes in here might be fun to add to that. So well, I stay tuned for that because I may be making a baby journal. And then, I found this Lilac Time stationery. This is great. This is lightly lined, and it's just got really pretty lilacs on it. So I always like to keep this kind of paper on hand. It's perfect for journaling. It's just really pretty. And this is one of my favorite things I found. So I also like to collect different types of record books. I've been collecting a lot of sort of card record books. So people that keep a book of maybe the Christmas cards that they received or sent. So I have a lot of different little books that have like a lot of lines in them that you can kind of check off that, oh, I, sent a card to whoever and when I sent it and that type of thing. But I found this, and I've never seen anything like this before. It's called My Friends and Things I Should Remember About Them. And if you look inside, this is such a great idea. Just to take the time to think about, what your friends might enjoy. And then later on, you can go back and refer to it and maybe think of birthday or Christmas presents or something that you'd want to get for them. But there's just a bunch of pages in here with their sizes you can keep track of, the size of glove, the size of stocking, slip, shoe. So it goes into lots of detail. Favorite color, favorite cigarette, favorite drink, sport, hobby. So it's got their name you can put in, what they like, don't like, names of their children. And then it also has a little card tracker at the bottom, cards that you sent to them, cards that you received from them. So that's what's in here. And then also has, I thought this was great too, in the back, some tips for writing invitations, things you can write when you accept a wedding invitation, a thank you note, and just the way they write things is just so beautiful. Like, your lovely Christmas gift has long been one of my heart's desires, but I couldn't get it for myself. The cocktail glasses are perfect and the shaker is a gem. Like, what a nice way to thank somebody. Just in the formal writing of it is just really nice to read. So I thought this was great too. And then let's see, what else do they have? And they even have, wedding anniversaries, the type of item you can get, or the type of gift you can get them. Like the first anniversary is paper, birthstones, and then a monthly summary, things that you need to remember for each month. So this was just a great find. It's completely unused, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use this. Part of me wants to just keep it just to have and look at. So who knows? I might just have it and display it because I just think it's great and just a really interesting find. So that was great. I found these. I like to collect bridge score sheets. You'll find a lot of these in my journals. And these are particularly nice because they're very big. So usually when I put them in a journal, I fold them in half like this and put them in. There's a nice big lines on here, and it's like nice big sheet of paper. So there's a couple of these that I found. So I thought those were great. I also found this kind of came with it. A bridge bidding wheel. I've never played bridge before, but I love anything bridge to put in my journals. So this is just a fun, it's a bidding wheel. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Something to do with how to play bridge. This is from 1979. So I don't know. I think it might be fun, like as a little interactive item to put just for fun inside of a journal. So we'll see what I decide to use for that. This book, Betty Crocker's Parties for Children. This is great. I like to make birthday or party type ephemera kits, and this has all kinds of fun stuff inside. Party games, food to make for parties, just all kinds of fun ideas. So I don't know. I thought it'd be a cute addition, if somebody likes to make a birthday journal or something like that. The colors are great, and it would just be really fun to put maybe some of these items in a journal. And then let's see, a couple other things. I found these placemats. I thought these would be great for fall. The colors are great. And then it's got this nice, cherish yesterday, dream of tomorrow, live today poem on it. So I don't know. I like to collect any type of paper serveware that's older. It's, again, kind of a fun, different thing to add, different texture to add to a journal. So this has quite a few in it, so I'll be able to use those. And then I had a couple more recipe books too. I don't know. I just like little ones like this are fun, even to stick a whole one inside a journal, just as an extra little treasure inside of there. This jewel cookbook, I think, I forget why I liked it. I just liked the recipes inside of it. I was also considering this as a cover. It's in pretty good condition, and I really like the inside covers with the cakes. Let's see the side. It's got breakfast on the other side. So I don't know. I thought this might be good for a cover. And then I found this golden workbook. This is just another kind of school book type thing. These are always fun to add pages from these for journals. It's got a lot of nature in it and science experiments and that kind of thing. So it's just some kind of different stuff to add. And then I found this logbook for ship. And again, it's just logs are great. Any type of ledger, log type book are great because they have all the lines in them and they're fun to add for journaling for journals. And I also like little checkboxes too. You can, do something with that in a journal. So this was a great find as well. Oh, and one more thing. Let me just show you this. I've talked in the past about collecting, if you find a big bag of buttons that are kind of older, they're great to get, not just for the buttons, but for actually the button cards on them. And I think I've done a couple of little cluster embellishments with button cards. I do want to do more of that type of stuff this year. I'm kind of wanting to focus more on journaling this year and kind of keeping the card making as a hobby more so. So I think I'm really going to put more of my time into journaling and making embellishments and handmade things that I can add even more to journals, not just like the vintage things, but working with vintage things and kind of making my own types of pockets and things like that. So these came with some great button cards. So you can kind of clean it up or cover, any of the holes with washi tape or other little embellishments and just kind of make little clusters with it. But they're big enough that I thought they'd be fun to use as a pocket too. So, you put tape on two corners of it and then kind of decorate the front with different things. And you've got a little pocket that's kind of fun to add for a journal. So I got a couple of these. And that is it. So thanks so much for joining me today. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that I found today, or I hope I could help you get some inspiration on how to use things. I got a ton of inspiration, so I'm all ready to go. I keep everything, I kind of track everything and keep track of, new ideas and things for journals. So I have a big long list of all kinds of stuff to work with. So next up in the shop is going to be Valentine's Day things. So I'm working on Valentine's Day ephemera kits, as well as I'm going to have a Valentine's Day journal. It's already ready to go. It's going to be in the shop. I think that once after January 1st. And then I may, like I said, work on another journal using that doily catalog. So we'll see how that goes. So thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video.